Hello, my name is Stephen Kaplan, and this is my generative art project for New Media 160. This program is called the Black Box. If you've ever heard of the Black Box app for Android and iOS, this isn't very similar to that. However, it was somewhat inspired by that. In that app, you're challenged to solve various problems by thinking out of the box. In this, you are generating a program and you're prompted to give input that will modify that program, but you have some very basic challenges along the way. So we will run it here. So you can see we have the title, a nice little animation, the version here. Once again, I have made changes since I initially uploaded it. And so those changes will be reflected in my code. And click to begin. So the first thing you're prompted to do is enter your name. Now, there aren't really any challenges here, it's just entering your name, which is pretty easy to do. So that's my name, and then enter a word. So this one, you have an interactive background. The last one wasn't interactive. Pretty exciting. You can see down here we have, on each scene, we have the information that we're collecting. This information is put directly into the new program that's generated in some way, and at the end you'll see a summary of where all the data goes. And I'm just waiting here so that I can show you an interesting little feature. This is one of the challenges. Like I said, it's not really a huge challenge. Okay, so you'll see down in the corner here where it says too soon. If you try to enter a word in the first quarter of a minute, then you will get a message saying too soon. Whereas if you try after, you can enter the word, but you can't use the letter E if it's an even minute, and you can't use the letter I if it's an odd minute. Moo is my word. This one, the background is slightly interactive, not as interactive as the one before it, but you can see that there. And if your cursor is on this side of the screen, then it will say check your pointer. If it's on this side, you can freely enter numbers. Something to note here is that these notifications are from my Frogger project. I'm reusing the code because I felt that it was a very good system that I had, and I'm pretty proud of it, so I was more than willing to add it here, and I also think that it contributes a lot to the overall experience. Here you're just picking a color. These colors are randomly generated, however you have the first block and the second block, and the first block has one base color, the second block has another base color. The base color can be red, green, blue, or white or black. And so I'm just going to choose this color. And here is the summary of what my data is going to. So this is all the information that was gathered, and here is where it will show up in the program. You can see that the program name has my name in it, and then a word that has a part of my name in it. So you can see step, step. So I'll click show me my program, and it will bring you to the folder where the sketch is. This could be a better layout. I could have a actual UI in the application that does something, but for now this works. And so it opens up the new sketch, and you can see that it's commented, so if somebody's looking at it, they can at least somewhat understand the code. If they've never looked at code before, then it might be a little bit difficult, but we're assuming that they have at least some experience. Even if they don't, they can look at it, see what things do, and mess around with it to start learning. when we run this here, it will prompt us to click to begin. You can see that we have a large window here, which you don't always get. It's pretty nice for this video, but the size is randomly generated, although it is constrained to the size of your screen, and it does have a minimum size. So this is a pretty simple generative art piece, but you can see in the background the colors were changing. As it gets near the center, you have darker triangles, and we have the word that contains a part of my name in it rotated in the center here. You can see we have a very different piece. The stepping that was there before is still there because we still have the same name, but our other inputs were changed slightly, and so by exploring what you change in the inputs, you can kind of get a feel of how you're actually affecting the outputs. And you can see here that, again, we have a different experience. This has been my generative art project for New Media 160. Thank you for watching, and the code will be in the description below.